Alex looks around, scared, but continues to go deeper. He collects iron before heading back out of the cave, all the while looking back over his shoulder, until suddenly...
Why does it just say don't stop playing? Guys, I'ma be honest. I have gotten hooked on Minecraft ARG videos. If you guys haven't seen it, we have watched a couple of ARG videos over the last couple of months on this channel here, but today, I have found 2 videos that I want to check out. We have the terrifying last screenshots of a missing player by Dry Fruits, and we also have a video by Wilfies called Finding a Player Who Doesn't Exist that I'm actually really excited to check out right now.
Hello, I saw some of your videos and I was wondering if you could help me with something. I know it's not some big mystery to solve or anything, but I lost contact with a friend I used to
It's gotta be a big mystery. It's turning into a big mystery.
Out, but I just want to make sure that after all these years, he's just okay. The only things I can provide to help are just some old videos of me and him playing on a
Crafty
server a long time
Nether
ago.
time
Thanks
house
so much.
building Alex.
At first, I didn't think much of this message. People stop talking for all sorts of reasons.
And they just stop playing, yeah.
Life gets too demanding.
Exactly.
There are countless possible explanations for what happened to Alex, all very normal. But for just a moment, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to take a look. And I can now assure you that what happened to Alex, this is not normal.
This is like a corrupt
And
Minecraft world, isn't
the
it?
first video on Crafty's channel, which opens with him on the multiplayer screen joining a server named Eternal. We can see several other players in the distance welcoming him online, and just a few seconds later, there he is. Alex joins, seemingly very much okay and not disappeared. According to the description, this was recorded in December of 2010.
Whoa.
Crafty and Alex ask where they can make a base and are told that
why was it
anywhere is
uploaded
already
so
built.
recently
They go
then?
off searching for a cave and eventually just end up digging down to get resources. There is this odd bit a minute in where Crafty punches Alex to get his attention and Alex just kind of zones out for a second.
You guys know what I love about old recordings is that the bitrate is so low, so whenever you're just like looking out in the distance, the video kind of recovers and you have like clarity, clear blue skies, amazing quality, but once they start moving it becomes like a blurry mess.
But otherwise, this video ends very normally. Crafty has to leave to go to work and the recording cuts off there. At this point, I was skeptical that these 3 videos would have any clues as to what actually happened to Alex, but video 2 is where things start to get strange. It resumes with Crafty
Exactly, like you move around and the quality is just like dark water.
House and even gotten 2 full sets of armor for the both of them. The video continues with normal, friendly discussion and the 2 decide to work on the roof, until suddenly Alex freezes and says this. Crafty? We can see Alex staring off into the distance. He asks Mine, another server member, if that was him, and Mine doesn't know what he's talking about. Were you behind the house? Mine says no, and Crafty is equally confused. The subject then gets changed though, and Alex doesn't mention it again. But what did he see? I doubt Alex would just say this out of the blue, and judging by the fact he asked Mine if that was him, it's likely he saw a player. But if it wasn't any of the 3 of them, who was it? Surely if they knew another player was online, Alex would have asked them as well, like he did Mine, but he didn't, implying that nobody else should have been connected to the server. So what did Alex see? From the mildly ominous description, we learn that this video took place 2 days after the previous one, but other than this odd incident, nothing particularly strange happens. 6 minutes in, some music begins to play that I can't say I've heard before, and just like last time, Crafty has to go,
like inside of Minecraft,
Alex for a full set of diamond armor before he leaves. Something is unsettlingly wrong with this server, but Alex still seems to be totally fine. If we're going to get any clues as to how he eventually disappears, it's going to have to be in this final 3rd video. The video begins with Crafty joining and the whole server getting ready to light the nether portal, but before that, Crafty asks if anyone has seen Alex. This is the first time he hasn't already been there waiting when Crafty hopped on, but the response of the server members is odd. It's apparently the exact opposite. Alex has never logged off. Apparently, he plays so much on this server that has become a topic of concern on the forums, and we actually get to see this concern because right after
forum we're talking about? This is like before Discord, isn't it?
Drops a link in chat. The link takes us us to an Imgur screenshot of the forums, and there it is. Alex, dude, you've been playing non-stop. Yeah man, you really need to take a break. I do agree, Alex, take a break. It sounds like the exact opposite of the original message Crafty sent me, but granted, if he does play so much, why isn't he here now? Surely if you're going to be playing 24/7 anyway, you're gonna be present for a server-wide event. Something is very, very wrong.
Maybe
The
they
group
got sick,
decides
maybe
to
something
light another
happened?
portal without Alex, but when they try to go through, it doesn't work. For some reason, the portal is broken. Crafty says he'll message an admin about it, and the server closes, the video ending there.
What,
And
connection reset?
that's it. These 3 videos are all the pieces we have to work with, and honestly, at this point, I was almost positive I'd have to tell Crafty that I couldn't find his friend. If
Good
anything,
luck, though.
Alex seemed like he was too active, not vanished at all. But no, this couldn't be the end, so I decided to dig deeper. I took another look at the screenshot, hoping to find a link or something to take me to the forums to get more clues. Nothing. I thought about putting this weird music through a spectrogram in hopes of uncovering a hidden message, also nothing. So I rewatched all the videos again. Maybe there was something I had missed, a small detail that had slipped through the cracks.
Where did the glitches come from?
Wait, no, there was something. A single frame right as the server closes. We get a flash of text in the error message. It looks like total gibberish.
That's a
but
YouTube
attaching
link.
to the end of
That's
a
a-
YouTube
yeah, that's a
video
YouTube
URL,
link.
and we have ourselves a lead. Alex's channel. If there has ever been a way of finding out what happened to him, this was it. The video begins similar to Crafty's, but with a little bug. But when Alex joins Eternal, he's hit with this. By accessing and utilizing the services of Eternal, you hereby agree to the following terms of service. These terms are binding and govern your conduct on the server. Failure to comply with these terms may result in penalties, including but not limited to temporary or permanent suspension of access to the server and or the loss of privileges given to you by your birthright. This is
By your
extremely
birthright? Wait,
ominous.
what do you mean by your birthright? Wait, hold on. Or the loss of privileges given to you by your birth? One's privilege by being birthed is basically life. You get the privilege of living a life. So what they're telling us here is that if you... This reminds me, editor, can you like show the meme where it's like if a player is banned in Minecraft, their skin is removed? This is literally what the entity will do. If the player is banned, their privilege, their rights to live, their skin will literally be ripped off them. Jesus Christ.
Privileges given to you by your birthright. This is extremely ominous, but it doesn't end there. The messages keep coming, starting with normal disclaimers about alt accounts and harassment, and turning into mentions of undisclosed experiments, potential psychological distress, mental instability, and permanent real-world impacts on mental health and cognitive function. All of this seemingly orchestrated by the Department of Metaphysical Sciences, or DMS. Why this message was seemingly only shown to Alex and not Crafty is up in the air, but we don't have time to think, because before we can, Alex agrees to the terms and conditions, and logs on to Eternal. Crafty says hello, and immediately Alex's screen bugs out. The footage continues with the same events of Crafty's Day 1 video, but with sporadic glitches appearing non-stop all over Alex's screen. Though
So this is
judging by
the
fact
experiment,
that he
isn't
never
it?
once pauses the game or mentions it, it seems like it's only happening in post and not in the moment. The video continues like this for a while until we get this. Black splotches appearing all over the footage. These glitches continue to get worse and worse.
This is like a
This one,
Sony
4 minutes
Vegas
of being
effect.
significantly disturbing.
This is definitely like a
Later,
Sony
the glitches
Vegas
trace
effect.
out some odd lines, but that's it. The video ends very normally. Well, normal if you ignore all the horrifying oddities we've been seeing. But despite this really weird video, there are no immediate clues as to what's actually happening. That is, until we check the description. This video has been encrypted in standard procedure as stated in Chapter 7, Section 924. However, as also stated under Chapter 7, Section 933, any footage involving or of experiments classified as Class 4 employee or above must have each video encrypted in a separate way as to avoid any leaks to the American populace. Please remember that Company Poker Night is on Thursday and the following card codes have been banned from practice. Remember to bring a shareable food for all employees to have.
Is this like the SCP
Sorry,
Foundation?
what did we just read? This
Poker
video
Night.
is
Poker Night on
apparently
Thursday.
encrypted, and it's likely the people behind this are the DMS we heard about earlier. But what sort of experiments experiment are they running here? From the contents of the video and this description, we can now essentially confirm that some sort of testing is being conducted on Alex, something potentially very harmful that might be the reason behind his disappearance. But we don't know exactly what they're getting at just yet, though where can we go from here? Well, taking a look at this description again, we can read that the DMS doesn't want anything getting out to the American public about these experiments.
Maybe it's
so
coordinates. Do you think the code is coordinates?
In various different ways. Case in point, the poker card codes. Replacing each letter of the alphabet with its corresponding number and each number with its corresponding letter of the alphabet, capitalizing the ones with an arrow, we get another YouTube video.
Wait, that's kind of bullshit, isn't it?
These videos in various
How did you get a
ways.
YouTube?
Case in point, the poker card code.
How would you get a YouTube link out of that? You have a line, you have like the squiggly. Isn't it an L? That's not an L, is it?
Replacing each letter.
So it's an L, that, and that.
Letter of the alphabet.
9. Why would you change that into a 1? How would that become a 1? Where did the A come from?
Ways. Case in point, the poker card code.
Oh, the A is right there.
Replacing each letter of the alphabet with its corresponding number and each number with its corresponding letter of the alphabet, capitalizing the ones with an arrow, we get another YouTube video.
The ones
letter
with
of
an
the
arrow.
Alphabet,
Capitalizing the ones with an arrow. But why are you capitalizing the W when the arrow is attached to the 9?
Capitalizing the one.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because you're capitalizing the W. The Z and the M make sense. But the 9 is clearly attached to the line, the up arrow is attached to the 9.
With its corresponding number and each number with its corresponding letter of the alphabet, capitalizing the ones with an arrow, we get another YouTube video URL. House. Finally,
I feel like that's a little bit horseradish. That's a little bit stupid.
The video is initially similar to the previous one. Again, Crafty logs on like we saw in his perspective, and Alex's screen experiences the same weird glitches. As we expect, Alex and Crafty eventually go to build the roof. Any second now, something should happen.
Yeah, we should see someone, right? Jesus Christ. There's someone.
There it is.
There's someone there, yeah.
Glitches, and we get a zoomed-in shot of a black player watching from a distance. And looking out onto the beach, we can see it, watching Alex and Crafty. The screen flickers again,
and they're gone.
And it's gone. And we get the same interaction we saw earlier. The video proceeds as usual with Crafty logging off, but this time it doesn't end. Alex heads down into the mine, and we hear a very fast set of noises.
That's just mops. That's just
Alex
mops.
Looks around, scared, but continues to go deeper. He collects iron before heading back out of the cave, all the while looking back over his shoulder, until suddenly...
Boom. There he is.
There
It's
it is
time
again,
to get your
watching
skin
him.
removed.
If we go frame by
There's a
frame, we
P?
can barely get a glimpse
There's
of
a
the name
P.
tag. HYG something OPOL. We can't exactly make it out, but one thing is for certain. Something is horribly wrong.
The only thing I can see is the
description
P.
very similar to the last, but this time the URL is in plain sight. No encryption, no nothing.
that's
which
too
is
easy,
odd,
isn't it?
considering the line that comes right after it. Maybe someone at the DMS wants us to find this, which is good because the next video is genuinely insane. Alex begins in a different part of the server, notably with strange burning trees. He proceeds normally, cutting sugarcane, replanting wheat, but begins to become strangely attracted to this gravel path, and seemingly without reason begins to follow it. As he does, his screen continues to glitch more and more, and the path takes him away from everything else on the server, out into the unknown. He heads onto a beach and into a dark tunnel, dimly lit
bad
by
idea.
redstone torches.
Super
He
bad
follows
idea.
the tunnel deeper and deeper, entering a strange maze, until he finds a ladder and climbs down to see this.
What is this? Don't stop playing. Wait, what's in the chest? What's in the chest? What are those resources? Why does it just say don't stop playing? Jesus Christ, what
Alex
a jump
runs,
scare.
trying to
Are
get away
you
from the
kidding?
figure, but the footage glitches and somehow he's back in the main room. He climbs the ladder to get out, but the path he came through is now blocked. He runs down the other end of the corridor, facing dead end after dead end after dead end.
Wait, what about the
He's
signs? What about the
trapped here.
signs? I see them. It's major pole. Oh my Jesus Christ, dude! Wait, and then we're
Suddenly, Alex is back in the main server spawn, and as if slipping into a trance, runs into his house, grabs a compass, and begins heading north. That was a lot, so
before they head north, I actually do want to check that video, because the URL was like right there. Is that actually a URL? Like, can I actually just enter that video? There was some signs that I wanted to check out. The video is not available anymore. Wait, what?
the DMS wants us to find this, which is good.
Wait, are you being for real? The video does not exist?
In sight. No encryption, no nothing, which is odd considering the line that comes right after.
Am I tweaked or am I geeked? Wait, why does the video not exist? What the hell? Because there is a period at the end. For some reason, the period... When I did this URL without the period, it was like, the video does not exist, but then I used the period and then the video suddenly exists. Can we actually go in? Oh, this is like, we only have 3,000 views on this one? Do we have any... You know what? He might actually go through the description later on. I want to check the different signs, what the quality on this one. 480p. I want to go down and check the signs on it. I don't think we can actually check what the signs are because the quality is like so low. Oh my Jesus Christ, dude! This... Ugh. The sign said something. Turn the other way, turn the other way. There's a sign at the end of the hallway here. Oh, we can't even see it. It starts glitching before we can actually read what it says. So the signs are, it's literally impossible because the quality is like so low on it.
So let's go through it again more slowly to try to understand what just happened. After following the gravel path, Alex makes it into a room with tens if not hundreds of signs, all telling him not to stop playing. He opens a chest with a weird arrangement of blocks, which I'll get to in a second, and as he turns around, there it is, right in front of us. High Jope call. The name is gibberish, but decoding it with a basic Caesar cipher, it translates into archive. If this name doesn't mean anything to you, then don't worry, we'll get to it in a second as well. Alex runs from archive before getting sent back to the main room, where he tries to escape through the series of corridors, each time met with another dead end and a cryptic sign. Finally, archive corners him, approaching quickly before sending him back home, and Alex goes north. I don't have to tell you that something is horribly wrong. To even begin to understand any of this though, let's go in order and take a look at the chest. If you replace each block and item with the first letter of the name of that block,
playing, isn't it?
That's nonsense, but taking it one step further and substituting in the second letter of each name if there's 2 items, the third letter if there's 3, and so on and so forth, we get this instead. It's possible I misinterpreted the cipher, but the message is pretty apparent, even if not perfect. Don't stop going north. Shifting our attention now to the signs, we only get to see them for a few frames each, and honestly, try as I might, this first sign we run into is just way too dark for me to actually read. I just can't make enough out. The second sign, though, I had a bit more luck. With the exception of a few uncertain characters, I was able to see most of these, and if you hadn't already guessed by the convenient number, this is going to be another video URL. Finally, the third sign is just barely visible, and I was able to get this out of it. Seems like more nonsense, but you know the drill. Wait for his... something.
Approach. Wait for his
approach, but I couldn't make out the middle 3 letters to confirm. Altogether, across all 3 messages, we have don't stop playing, don't stop going north, and wait for his approach. All of these remarks check out with the video title, which I haven't even mentioned yet, and translates into my first command. It seems that for some odd reason, this archive guy is trying to command Alex, scaring him into staying online, waiting for his orders.
What's the reason? What's the reason for staying online, and going north?
Why? Who is Archive, and what does he want? How does he connect at the Department of Metaphysical Sciences, and maybe most importantly, is he the reason that Alex disappeared? Well, luckily we don't have to wonder for very long, because the URL that we found on the sign earlier, Caesar shifted of course, takes us to a video on what channel, if not Archive themselves. This is Onboarding.
Following property of the United States Department of Metaphysical Science, any unauthorized viewings will be punishable by up to 10 years or life in federal prison.
Welcome to the United States Government Department of Metaphysical Sciences. You have been employed as a Class 4 developer and researcher in Archive.
Watching this video, we learn a few important things. For one, Archive is a division of the United States Department of Metaphysical Sciences.
I would actually much rather watch this video myself, because even though he goes through it, I want to get this is like a 2-minute video. I want to go through the entire story of it. Do we have the link somewhere?
Found on the sign earlier, Caesar shifted of course.
That's the link. So we gotta open up a new YouTube tab to actually watch that. I got it. This has been viewed only 4,000 times. We are literally in uncharted territory right now, guys. Do you think we're gonna get prison time for this? If we watch this video, do you think this is incriminated, this is evidence, since we're putting this on YouTube?
Welcome to the United States Government Department of Metaphysical Sciences. You have been employed as a Class 4 developer and researcher in Archive. Archive is a subsection formed after the creation of the first expert system by Edward C. Janot and Joshua Lederberg. Archive was established to address the dangers posed by artificial intelligence, programs, spiritual and biological interactions with technology, and their intersections with metaphysical phenomena. Your role involves assisting in experiments involving metaphysical anomalies, refining computational frameworks, ensuring containment of anomalies, and documenting findings for higher clearance review. Adherence to protocols is critical. Maintain access control, report anomalous system behavior immediately, and comply with all guidelines provided in your employee handbook. And authorized actions or breaches will result in disciplinary measures, as is stated under Section 921. Archive will equip you with tools needed for your work, such as the Restricted Algorithms Database and the Experimental Metaphysical Interface Console. Your work ensures any potential interaction between technology and human society remains controlled and safe for humanity, as well as using said phenomena to better the work of the U.S. government and the United States people. We currently have 4 experiments currently conducting. There's
binary code right there. There's binary code. So it's experiment 011011101. M. Experiment M?
We currently have 4 experiments currently conducting. Your supervisor has now been instructed to approach you with your current assignment and what it entails. Welcome to Archive.
There's gotta be a hidden code in this one, because why would we have just a random M there? But that means that it is technically some sort of SCP Foundation, because it sounds like we have this this company here that is looking at things happening on the internet, and whenever there is a rogue virus, a rogue AI, if there is a threat to humans and society that is based online, that is where they step in, they research, and they contain it. So again, technically the SCP Foundation.
Watching this video, we learn a few important things. For one, Archive is a division of the United States Department of Metaphysical Sciences, specifically focused on ensuring the safety of humanity in interactions with machines and us, as well as advancing the power of the US government. Currently, they have 4 ongoing experiments with various different metaphysical or supernatural entities.
It's almost like control, the game control.
Translating from binary is entity M. If you know, you know. Besides that, we don't get much else, just that our instructor...
What do you mean if you know, you know? What do you mean if you know, you know? What do you mean if you know, you know? The guy wasn't named M, it was Craft or some shit, right? Yeah, it was Alex the Destroyer. Why are we talking about an entity named M all of a sudden?
4 ongoing experiments with various different metaphysical or supernatural entities. The only one that we can read, translating from binary, is entity M. If you know, you know.
What do you mean? Guys, am I sleeping in class or am I genuinely just brain dead? Who is Entity M? Because we're talking about Alex. We're talking about Alex, Archive, what is it? The DMS or whatever it's called. Is it the M in DMS?
Besides that, we don't get much else, just that our instructor will supposedly reach out to us soon. This is probably a video they show to the new hires at—
Oh my god, bro. Minecraft. Minecraft is the virus. Oh! So Minecraft is the issue. There is apparently a sort of rogue entity inside of Minecraft, which is why guys, I'm gonna get some more coffee and then we're gonna go for this shit. Speaking of Minecraft, by the way, how do you guys, do you like the fit? Salmon. It's fish related. Minecraft.
If you know, you know.
I found out.
Else, just that our instructor will supposedly reach out to us soon. This is probably a video they show to the new hires at Archive, but why is this branch of the US government concerned at all with Alex and Eternal? It seems odd that they'd be so interested in a Minecraft server, but clearly they have
there's an entity trapped in it, right?
Well, to find out, we have to watch the next video. Getting to it though isn't easy. The description of the last video on Alex's channel is this giant paragraph that reads like a spam email. There's no obvious link hidden in here, and I wasn't sure at all how to progress. Out of ideas, I copy-pasted it into Google and found a result that caught my eye. A paper on steganography, a way to hide codes in plain sight. It's a pretty interesting read, but look at this. Somehow you can start with this simple phrase you want to hide, and after applying the specific encoding technique, you get this output. Insanely cool, but also very similar to our description. So I clicked the link the paper referenced, Spam Mimic, and pasting the video description into the decoder did the trick. Somehow this giant text decodes to this, another URL. The next video—
How? Dear friend, especially for you, this cutting-edge intelligence, we will comply with all removal requests. This mail is being sent in compliance with Senate Bill, a lot of numbers, title section. This is different than anything else you've seen, but there's a space. I think I see it. You see, dear friend, space comma, especially for you, space dash. We have, there's a space between 7 and period. This is different than anything you've ever seen. Space exclamation mark. This is why someone else become as rich as 76. Space exclamation mark. Have you ever noticed most everyone has a cell phone, and people are much more likely to buy is all capitalized, with a credit card than cash. No space after the period. Well, no space after the comment. Now is your chance to capitalize on this. There's a space after this. We will help you deliver goods to the right customer's doorstep, and deliver goods right to the customer's doorstep. Repeating words, space, period. You can begin at absolutely no cost to you. Don't believe us? Mr. Jones of South Carolina tried us and said, I was skeptical, but it worked for me. End quote, space, period. We are a BBB member in good standing. Space, period. Or new line, period. Because the internet operates on internet time, you must hurry. Space, period. Sign up, my friend, and you'll get a discount of 10%. Space, exclamation mark. Thank dash you for your serious consideration of the offer. Space, exclamation mark.
Giant text decodes to this, another URL. The next video, just titled North, features Alex going, well, north. He mines into a wall, unwavering in his focus, until suddenly something joins the server. Shifting the letters over, we get Crafty? Hey Alex, he says, also Caesar shifted, but Alex ignores him, continuing to mine, and this is the conversation that follows. You're still online, huh? Most of the other guys have stopped playing the server a while ago. Of course, you're still playing though, LOL. You always did play non-stop when this place was at its prime, LOL. Alex? Fine dude, you don't have to respond. I just wanted to say bye. I got accepted to a college really far, so I won't really ever see you. I guess it's all on me for expecting you to actually say something instead of playing this stupid game.
Can you
Well,
just
have
teleport
fun
to him?
wasting your life playing this game.
Just teleport to him. And then he leaves, right?
Do you expect to play Minecraft forever? Do you think in like 6 years' time you'll still be playing this stupid game? Whatever. I'm basically talking to myself at this point. God knows you haven't talked to anyone in months. Whatever. Goodbye, Alex. Goodbye, Eternal. You were fun while it lasted. And Crafty logs out. The entire time, Alex paid him no attention whatsoever, his mouse never giving any indication that he even noticed. His pickaxe even broke mid-mine, and he continued to break through the mountain with his fist, unwavering. He mines through trees without ever straying off his path, fixated on going north. It's as if he's in a trance, but it only gets worse. Throughout the various glitches in the video, there are scattered parts of a QR code. Putting them together, the photo editor takes us to a Google Drive link for an audio file.
Hey Alex, just calling to see how you're doing. It's been a minute. I know you keep getting busy and you can't make it to dinner or anything involving us really. I just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. The reason why I'm calling is that earlier today some guy came by and told me to sign a paper. I don't really know exactly what it is, but they said you are moving somewhere and we'll help you out. But just give me a call soon, hun. Okay.
That's gotta be like the corporation,
Bye.
like the facility, the DMS, was it? The facility, right? SCP, basically.
Falling out? Crafty, you berated him with insults. Why would you get mad at him if you were talking in a Caesar cipher? How is that his fault? He didn't understand you. But why did Alex not even question it at all? Why was he so focused on going north? I don't get it. Why isn't he talking to his mom? Why are people taking him away? What's happening? I don't know anymore. I don't know. Archive is doing something with Alex, forcing him to obey their command to go north for some unknown reason. And we're going to find it. Okay, according to the description, someone has been leaking classified archive videos to the public, probably referencing that really not hidden link we saw earlier. But okay, never mind, not important. The rest of the description has a new encryption, but yeah, we can solve this. Just taking the first letter or number and saving the capitalization, obviously, we get another URL to a video. New objective. We can do this. This video is such an insane watch, I can't even do it justice unless you watch the entire thing for yourself. It's just under 2 minutes, but the visuals are genuinely unlike anything I've ever seen Minecraft do before. It's absurd to degrees I never thought were possible, and the entire time Alex is just walking, stuck in this sort of trance as he continues through the
it's the
horrors
Farlands. He's like going over to the Farlands. In that case, if he says that it doesn't do it justice, we're gonna watch it on our own. What was the link again?
We get another URL.
We have it right here. We actually gotta watch it so we can check it out. We have new objective. This video has been encrypted, so it's the same as before. Don't ever buy no weed from the gas station, bruh. We're gonna check this out and see what's inside of it. But this is, oh, even his hand is like distorted. But maybe he's like reaching the core of the virus or like the core of the entity. There's subtitles. Wait, what the there are subtitles. At 14 seconds, there's this in the subtitles. What the hell? And they're like in... Oh wait, there's like a reason why they don't have food. It's because it's like an old version of Minecraft, right? But he just keeps going north. Is this what a lobotomy feels like? I think straight up it is. But we gotta be reaching the Farlands. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! You can't. Nah, bro. Nah, that's... My door is on my left side behind Mariah Carey, dude. That's literally not okay. That scared the ever-loving... That scared the shit out of me. Low-key, this is what maybe Alex did just get lobotomized? Because this is the shit you would see after getting lobotomized. Like, hearing knocking sounds, hearing, like, Alex! And even his hand is distorted again. And that's... You know what this reminds me of? It literally reminds me of this meme here, like the lobotomy meme, dude. That is actually terrifying. So this is the video that we just saw.
It's absurd to degrees I never thought were possible, and the entire time Alex is just walking, stuck in this sort of trance as he continues through the horrors of the game around him. But what does this all mean? What's the point of all of this? And maybe more importantly, where is Alex now?
The core of the entity.
Of this video doesn't have any new URLs for us to follow, but it has something else.
A
notice
Gmail
telling us to contact our archive supervisor at this email and give them this code word. Curious, I sent a blank email to the address just saying hi, wondering if they'd then ask me for the code word. But instead, I was quickly met with this. A notice that hi was incorrect, and if I gave the wrong code word 2 more times, I'd be locked out. I couldn't just let this chance go to waste though. Sooner or later, they'd probably catch on that I wasn't an actual employee. So I ran the code word through a Caesar and binary decoder to get entity E and sent that over. Wrong again. This was bad. One more failed attempt, and odds were high that I would never be able to find Alex. Their system would flag me, and my
But why don't you just like use the code?
So in a final attempt, I decided to just try and send the code word untranslated.
Boom.
And it worked. I got an email back with a notice of success and a link to one more last video on Alex's channel. The title translating to, do you think in like 6 years' time, you'll still be playing this stupid game? The video is 10 minutes of Alex mining bedrock, unwavering, unmoving. The description is just the same 2 words over and over and over. Mine bedrock. Okay, it is actually giving me chills, what the hell? Throughout the video, we can hear horrifying noises in the background. Doors being knocked on and opened, followed by some thudding.
So you're just like glued to your PC, drooling, eyes... Just mining bedrock for eternity.
Something being wheeled through a corridor, horribly unsettling sounds, followed by a come here. And worst of all, frantic and scared breathing.
But you're never gonna get through.
And then it ends. What is going on here? Why is Alex just lifelessly mining this bedrock? Why is Archive making him do this? Why do they have to take him from his home? I don't understand. All of this that we've seen has been Alex getting progressively worse and worse, tormented by strange figures, disturbing noises, and eventually turning into some sort of drone that just follows orders. And if the title is to be believed, he's been trapped mining in this trance state for 6 whole years. What does it all mean? Well, I think I know how to find out. Something I've neglected to mention up until this point is that all the videos we've seen so far have had hidden messages in the subtitles, and decoding it gives us this, a broken link to a WordPress site, Woke Sheeple's Truth. The About reveals that this site was made by some sort of government conspiracist, and all of the blog posts have these crazy ravings about various types of mind control the government is using on us. Subliminal messaging in advertisements to get us to buy more fast food, music videos with patriotic undertones, Super Bowl ads trying to control our minds, and movies pushing pro-military agendas. The list goes on, and at first I thought it was a red herring, but then on December 12th, 2010, around the same time Crafty and Alex first logged on to Eternal, Woke Sheeple posted this. Yo, so you guys remember my post on video games? So I went through with the plan and I found something crazy. Everything I was saying was true. The government is controlling you with these games and I have proof. I'm gonna post some of this. The people need to know. This is finally what we need as a group to pull the wool from everyone's eyes. There's so much involved with this server. Mind control, programming humans, human experimenting, everything I've talked about. There's even a secret government department like I said before. I am going to post some of the documents I found in the server files tonight. So stay up, sheeple. It's time to prove the government's controlling you. See you tonight. This is it. This is exactly what I've been looking for. If we go back to the post he's talking about, he mentions how he has a buddy that plays on this Minecraft server and he's going to hack his account and do some digging. And all things considered, this could well be Eternal. I mean, it lines up with everything we've seen so far. Human experiments, hidden government branches, whatever Woke Sheeple found could be the key to it all. The key to finding out what's going on here and what actually happened to Alex. This is it.
What the government has been hiding.
Alright, buckle up because I've uncovered something huge. For years, a secret government department has been running mind control experiments on us, using media, technology, and social systems to manipulate our thoughts and behaviors. Everything is part of their plan to turn us into mindless drones who obey without question. This is just the beginning. Get ready to see the truth. Here it is. Classified. Experiment
There's a link.
Eternal. By
There's a link.
leveraging the open-ended nature of sandbox games, Experiment Eternal aims to evaluate the potential for prolonged psychological immersion, leading to a full neglect of the outside world. Phase 1. Have quiet audios and whispers to promote exploration and reinforce behaviors. Phase 2. Disturbing visuals to scare them and keep their focus on the game. Unsettling audio and horrible game distortions. Don't let them stop playing. Keep them dependent on the virtual environment. Phase 3. Endurance. See how long you can keep them controlled and immersed. Recover the subject's physical body and pump them with food and water through an IV so they never have to look away from the screen. Intensify
So
the
they
visual
never
and
stop
audio
playing?
distortions, employing fear to push the bounds of how far they can be manipulated and scared. The program will intercept any messages that they receive from the outside world and alter them, so the participant can't possibly understand and snap out of it. Make them fully dependent on the program. Make them controllable. This is what was happening to
So they
Alex.
are turning
This
them
is
into
the
government
point of
drones.
Everything we've seen. A government branch focused on testing interactions between machines and biology, developing a system to push the bounds of psychological control. It all makes sense. All the disturbing visuals we've seen, the strange noises, everything makes sense. The reason Alex was taken from his mom, the reason he couldn't read Crafty's messages, and the reason he's been brainlessly following these orders, it's always been about following orders, controlling him, turning him into this drone, this sheep, for the sake of this sick experiment. For 6 years, he's been locked up, forced to mine bedrock, just to see how long they can keep this up. It's horrible. There's one more blog post on the site. A van outside Woke Sheeple's house. People knocking on his door. They found him. There's no one left who knows the truth anymore. No one who can save Alex.
That was the last one. Just a couple of days before
Except
Christmas.
for us. We can save him. The last line of
No!
the document
No!
says this.
They're
Assets
coming for
needed
us!
to access
You
the
made us
program
complicit! You showed us all of these classified documents. We are now criminals. That van appearing out of Woke Sheeple's house, they're gonna go for us now. We know too much. We are an accomplice. We are a problem. If you guys see a white van in front of your house, you're already over. It's already cooked, dude. You may think that it's the post office. You may think that you're getting some packages delivered, but you know what? You're done. You're done.
Okay, title page. The username is blacked out, but there's the access code for us right there.
YouTube link.
And if I'm thinking about this correctly, the username is probably just PyJobCall archive. Archive sent another email. They think I'm one of them. I can do this. I can access the server. I can stop this. There's the link to the console right there. Log in with the details from the document. We're in. There it is. Eternal. The IP. How do I know if it's correct though? I can't accidentally touch the wrong thing. One mistake and I'll out myself. I have to be careful. No mistakes. I have to make sure this is the right server. I have to log on. I have to find Alex.
Oh shit. Would it be cool if this server was actually still up and running? He's on beta like 102 it seems like. What if you click on tab? Click tab. Can you see if any players are online or are you like the only one? If this server was still online, it would actually be insane.
Alex?
He's still here. Can you just like kill him? Like just kill him. From the console, just kill him. Force stop. Forcefully killing the server. But what's Alex gonna do now? When the server shut off?
Greetings. It has come to our attention that you are not, in fact, a Class 4 employee. The experiment has been prematurely terminated. Ordinarily, you would have been severely punished. However, we acknowledge your ingenuity in bypassing Archive's encryption systems, so consider this a postponement of punishment. Try it again, and the consequences will be swift. This is your first and final warning. From this point forward, your life is no longer your own. Sincerely, Archive.
So we're being surveillanced by the government. Holy shit, dude. What if this was part of the Oh, I get it! 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 What if this is part of the program? They're recruiting more members! Crafty is also part of the program! Here's my idea. Here's my take, right? First of all, the poker code, still garbage. My take is Crafty King is part of this organization, sending this message to a lot of different people. Maybe YouTubers, maybe people in the ARG community, maybe they just found like, you know, ARG creators and then joined their Discord and then just like sent a bunch of messages because they need people that are clever enough to join their cause that they can use as drones or as puppets. So if you are clever enough, if you have the ingenuity to go through all of these different riddles, these rabbit holes, these problems, and find the solution, if you can break the code, log in, turn off the server, or just find Alex themselves, you are therefore recruited. Welcome to the company, son. Your life is not yours anymore. You are now government property, and you will be used as a drone for the rest of your life. Editor, can you show like Steve Absolute Cinema on screen right now? That's my take. That's my take on it. I believe that's like the ending we got here. That Crafty King is actually a government spy recruiting people. And if you are smart enough to break all of their riddles, there you go. You have been recruited. Nice job. You're now trapped in the government for the rest of your life, and you can't even say anything because if you do, you will be killed. That's the government secret. Okay, I like that. I still believe the poker code was absolute garbage. That it didn't make sense. The poker code did not make any sense. All the other codes did actually make sense. But holy shit! You know what would be cool? If he didn't actually close the server, if we didn't get confirmation that the server was shut down, I would 1,000,000% download Minecraft Beta 1.02 so I could try it out and see if that server was still available. That would be insane if the server was still up. But since we saw in the video that the server got shut down, I'm not really gonna try it in this case here. But that was a banger videos, guys. Check out Whiffleys because this was absolute cinema. We're already like an hour in and we have like one more video here. The terrifying last screenshots of a missing player by dry fruits. And I hope we at least get like a lot more rabbit holes that we can go down in here.
Hey Dry Fruits, I was scrolling through Reddit when I came across a pretty unusual account that I think you may be interested in. Immediately intrigued by this email, I clicked on the link.
NoobSlayer13.
The link brought me to a Reddit user named NoobSlayer_13. And at first, everything seemed pretty normal.
Hey, I'm going to start making posts about my Minecraft world.
AI voiceover. Strike number 1.
I've been playing in for a little bit. It's gonna be so much fun.
In the next couple of posts to follow, he would go on to find a good spot for his house and then began building. After that, he would make one more post before logging off for the night.
But is it like a
morning.
specific subreddit, or is it
now
like
the next day, and he had made yet another post.
I rebuilt my house out of cobblestone.
Now, on surface level, this post doesn't seem that strange. He just rebuilt his house out of cobblestone. That's until you read the second half of his caption. It should be safer now. Now, this was a
What do you mean
bit
it
odd.
should be
You
safer?
see, this was a single player world.
from mobs.
So what exactly
From
does he mean by
mobs.
saying he should
Right.
be safer now? Safer from what?
mobs?
But then I realized something. Earlier, in his second post, we can clearly see that he is losing hunger, indicating that he is not playing on peaceful mode. Which means that come nighttime, monsters are fully capable of spawning in. Meaning that he's most likely just trying to make his base a little safer in order to protect himself from the
That's
mobs
normal.
looking
This
to
is
kill
just
him.
like normal
And
gameplay,
it
right?
seems his theory becomes even more reasonable when we consider his next post, stating that he wants to go mining, but
Zombie.
will first have to wait until it becomes morning. All he wants to do is just be safe from the monsters outside. So, mystery solved. Nothing unusual is going on. Right?
Yet.
Well, that was until his next post.
It is morning now, but I will just mine inside my house. I will see how much I get. Let you know when I am back soon.
Now, this post was just weird. It makes sense to wait out the night to go mining, considering there are plenty of mobs at night which can sneak up and kill you, but it was now
staying
morning,
inside?
and NoobSlayer13 still didn't want to go outside. Why? And things became even stranger when we take a look at his health. In a previous post, we can see a pretty
Level
decent
6,
view of his
full
house,
health.
and it doesn't seem there's anything in there which can damage him in any way. So just how exactly did he manage to go from full health to almost dead in the course of time it took for the sun to rise? Maybe he wasn't being completely honest and did something off camera. But what? And is that something the reason he doesn't want to leave his house? But surrounded with mystery, we can't come to a solid conclusion yet. So I clicked onto his next post and things just got outright disturbing.
I will start digging down here for now for more resources.
But there's
In
that's
this
just
post,
another
he
player,
begins
isn't
mining
it?
down for more materials, but just out of frame we could see that he blocked off his door. Why? Why is NoobSlayer13 just so paranoid?
Oh, it's the top of his helmet.
What
It's
could
the
be making
skin.
him feel like this? It's now become abundantly clear that there is a reason he doesn't want to leave his house. Something is making him terrified of leaving his base. But what? It feels like each post just drowns us in more questions than we have answers for. So with nothing else to do but move forward, I continued on to his next post. And surprisingly, the contents of this next post was relatively more normal. He's just mining coal. That's until I read the caption.
I've been mining for a bit and now I must leave. I don't know if I'll be back.
This caption immediately struck
How
me
did he
as
go from
uncanny.
level 13 to
Why must he
15?
leave?
Oh, mining.
And by checking the time this post was made, this was usually the time he would be on. But let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe something came up in his life where he was just plain out busy. But the part that really confuses me is when he says, I don't know if I'll be back. Now, if he was just simply busy, why is he saying he doesn't know if he'll be back on? And I'm getting this as he doesn't know if he'll ever be back on. But maybe he just meant he doesn't know if he'll be back on later tonight, which in that case wouldn't be that odd to say. But this theory immediately becomes disproven in his following post.
I'm back. I found diamonds, but sorry, I don't know if I am allowed to keep playing. We'll see, but they don't want me to, I don't think.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to keep playing. They don't want me to.
But that could be
Now,
parents.
things are becoming obvious.
That could literally just be
Someone is saying
parents
you
if it's
can't
like a
play
kid
anymore.
playing
It
Minecraft.
becomes clear that NoobSlayer13 is a pretty young individual, just by his name and the abundance
13,
of spelling mistakes
13,
in his
right?
posts. So maybe he just means that his parents are saying he can't play anymore.
Exactly.
It's clear that he's spending tons of time in this game, and maybe his parents are just trying to limit his screen time. But if that's the case, why is he phrasing it so weirdly? Just the way he wrote this makes it seem like there's something a little deeper that we aren't seeing on the surface. But maybe I'm just becoming paranoid now. So for further verification, I went to his next post, and this is where things became terrifying.
I'm so sorry, I cannot do it anymore. I just never wanted any of this to happen. Please, I'm so sorry.
We
But
have
there's
all
no
the
one
proof
in
in the
here.
world that something more disturbing is going on than we initially thought. Just reading this gave me chills. Let's break this post down. He says he is sorry and he cannot do it anymore. Which, fine, maybe NoobSlayer is just being overly dramatic about his parents limiting how
It
much
sounds
he can
like
play.
it.
But then why would he say, I never wanted any of this to happen, and I'm so sorry? What didn't he want to happen? Just who is he apologizing to? Us? His audience? Everything is just utterly shrouded in unsettlement. And what makes these posts even more disturbing is that he just continues on playing the game like normal, despite the incredibly frightening captions. It's like he's trying to keep his cool, but for whom? And this is when I realized that he only made one more post after this. So with a slight uncertainty, I clicked onto it. This was paralyzing. His final post had no caption, just a single image. And at first, the post didn't seem too odd. It was the first time
He
NoobSlayer
got
13
struck
has
by
left
lightning.
his house since the beginning
But
of
he's
the
struck by
post.
lightning.
He finally overcame his delusional paranoia. But then something caught my eye. I took a closer look at his house, and that's when I saw it.
There's a skeleton in front of it, right? Okay, this music is like a little bit too dramatic for this case. It's just another player.
Something was watching. So I began looking back at all his other posts for signs, and came to another equally harrowing discovery.
Where? What? I'm sorry. What are we looking at? What are we looking at again?
And came to another equally harrowing discovery.
So there's supposed to be a player out. Oh shit! You can actually see the pixelation. If I do, can you guys see that? If I like go back and forward, you can see the pixelation. So they're hidden in the fog, and then down here I don't see it. I don't see that at all. I mean, you gotta use like some we're gonna use some Photoshop for that shit. We're gonna Photoshop it right now, hold on. For there to be a player in this shadow, like down here, we would really have to Photoshop it. I mean, technically, that could just be the shadow, but right here, you see how the pixelation is different, right? The pixelation here is like a little bit darker than around the other parts. So it could be that the player is like right here, just looking at us. That one makes sense. The middle one makes sense here. That one, oh wait, I actually do see it. He's on top of the horse. He's on top of the horse here. And there I see the arm. Oh shit. So we just never noticed he was always here waiting for us. I didn't even see the last one! And you guys probably didn't too because my cam was in the way. But the last one, I think he hit that on purpose. The last one, he's right up there. If I go back
We
here,
aren't seeing on the surface.
he did hide that. He specifically hid the character from every single screenshot so we wouldn't notice them. And the last one here, I believe it must have also been darkened by a lot because we wouldn't have noticed the guy being here in the background. Even if I remove my cam here and it becomes like more noticeable, I think he still darkened it way too much.
It has been watching this whole entire time. We now know as to why he was acting just so peculiar. We didn't know it then, but this thing was following him throughout his entire journey.
But maybe it's just
But
like an
that now
online
leads us
world.
to another mystery. What happened to NoobSlayer 13?
I mean, just these posts alone make the story very disturbing. But the fact that this was also his final post to Reddit before just disappearing, I mean, where could he possibly be? What could have happened to him following this last post? We need an update. And after checking his Reddit profile, we can see that he hasn't even been back online since. He has seemingly vanished from the internet with no traces left behind whatsoever. This was very bizarre. So to try to find any leads on what happened to him, I began trying to search for his name, NoobSlayer13, on any other platforms just to see if another account
We don't
of
have
his
a
would
Minecraft
emerge.
username?
And after looking on several social medias such as Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Google, I eventually found something on YouTube. A channel called NoobSlayer13. However,
Kane.
the Reddit account and this channel's name were spelled a little differently. So just to make sure they were both in fact the same person, I went to check if the channel had any public videos up, and thankfully they had just one video up on their channel. So I went to watch this video, and it was actually pretty ordinary. The video featured a person recording something off of their computer. And at first, this video really didn't seem to help us prove whether or not the Reddit account and this channel are both owned by the same person.
There's gotta be code inside
But then
of
I
it.
took a closer look at the video and came to a shocking discovery. In the beginning of the video, we can see the person recording close out of a tab on their computer. But after taking a closer look, we can see that it was actually Minecraft which they closed out of. And if we look even closer, we can actually see the player's arm in-game.
Smart.
And we
Very
see it's
smart.
the same exact arm in the Reddit post. Meaning that we can finally confirm that this channel is indeed owned by the same
I
person.
like that it was
making this
uploaded
post
8
onto
minutes
Reddit.
ago.
But now that we confirm that this is actually NoobSlayer13's YouTube channel, now what? It's not like this video had anything useful, which would help us in finding out what actually happened to NoobSlayer after his final Reddit post. And I really felt like I had hit a dead end in solving this mystery. That wasn't until I came across something huge. You see, after watching the video, I was looking for anything that would potentially give us a clue as to what happened to NoobSlayer. And that's when I decided to scroll down to the comment section. And let's just say, this is where things got disturbing. When I scrolled down to the comment section, I was met with a very strange comment. Aaron, we love you. Now at first, this might just seem like a bot comment not relating to the video at all. That was until I scrolled down a little more and found yet another. Aaron, Mimi misses you.
But it's the
Another
same
comment made by
person.
the same exact user as before. This was a little odd, but hey, maybe it was just left by a family member trying to show their support. However, it was only when I read the last comment left on the video where things got creepy. Aaron, we miss you, buddy. Love you, kid. Come home soon, please.
Wait, so they ran away.
All comments made by the same user.
I think they must have ran
Okay,
away.
This was getting weird. This seems a little excessive just to be a supportive family member, but not knowing what to do with this information, I kept this in the back of my mind and began digging around a little further. And that's when I came to a shocking realization. If you didn't know, YouTube has a feature where you can customize your channel's URL and make it unique. And after checking to see if NoobSlayer had a customized URL, I found out that he actually does. And surprisingly, we can see that NoobSlayer13 actually goes by a different username, Mr. Kane 9999. And this is where it hit me. You see, thinking back to the strange comments under the YouTube video, the same name kept
Aaron
popping
Kane.
up over and over again.
Aaron Kane.
Aaron. And by looking at the channel's URL, Mr. Kane 9999, we can come to the conclusion that his last name must be Kane. And putting 2 and 2 together, we get Aaron Kane. Now that we have NoobSlayer13's real name, this will help us vastly in finding out what actually happened to him. So I started off by googling the name Aaron Kane, and things got weird. After searching for the name Aaron Kane, I clicked on the first link I saw. And confused at first, I began reading a little to see what I had actually clicked on, and that's when I came to the horrifying realization that this was actually a missing persons report. Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. That just looks. I think it's AI generated. It just looks so wrong. It's like I don't want to give them too much. Like, I don't want to be too harsh, but this is like a poor interpretation of a missing persons poster. And that image is, I mean, that looks like a 15, 16-year-old guy. That doesn't look like a child with all the spelling mistakes and so on. And also, I'm pretty sure that the image is like AI generated.
Yes, you heard me right. A missing persons report. Aaron Kane, a 16-year-old male, was last seen around 11:30 p.m. on April 12th, 2025. Terrifyingly, just 1 hour after his final Reddit post. So I'll leave you with this. Whatever that thing was in his Minecraft world, following him behind every step he took, watching his every movement, I really don't know what it was, but I'll tell you this. I don't believe this was just a coincidence. I know that whatever that thing was, that's what took him. That's what made him vanish. That's what made him disappear without a single trace.
And then he's gone again,
We may never know what actually happened to Noob Slayer.
We don't even see him in any of these images.
Now as Aaron Kane, but I guarantee you, when faced with the opportunity between truly knowing or not, I'll pick blissful ignorance every single time.
I would say this is like a great attempt at like a first Minecraft ARG kind of video. The things that I wasn't really a huge fan of was the music choice, especially when you see like the big reveal of the player outside of the house. The music choice there was not really good. Some of the songs were a little bit too loud. The AI generated voiceover I was not really a fan of. And also, to entirely sell the illusion, the fact that you see all of the posts between 6 minutes and an hour after they have been uploaded also kind of ruins the illusion. If you like waited, if you like, you know, you can go inside of like Chrome, inside of the inspector. Inside of the Chrome inspector, you can literally change the date and time. So if you don't want to like physically wait a couple of days until it shows 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, you can go inside of the Chrome inspector. If I want to like, this video here came out like May 5th. So if I want to change that, I go into inspect element. I have my inspect element on the right side. I click this one here, and instead of it saying May 5, we could say that it came out May 67th of 2069. So you could easily have done that and then taken the screenshot afterwards to sell the story even better. But I feel like there is definitely a lot of improvement that could have been done on this. But otherwise, good story. It kind of like, it would have been better if he didn't hide not the perpetrator, if he didn't hide the entity in the Reddit images. Because I understand that the big reveal at the end is seeing that the entity is in front of your house, but the fact that throughout all of the Reddit posts, we don't see them because either the image has been modified or darkened. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when we went from the Reddit post to the full size, full quality image, there was a quality shift. Like the image became like, it went from like 720p to like full HD. That's kind of, it didn't go from like 1080p to like 4K, but there was like a slight change in quality, and that slight change was enough to like see what was hiding inside of the image itself. But otherwise, a really good ARG. For now, guys, you gotta do me one favor, and that favor is by checking out Whiffly's Wi-Fi. Check out Wi-Fi and Dry Fruits as well. Check out their channel, subscribe to their videos. They literally just uploaded a video like 3 days ago. We might check that out in the future if you guys want to. And for Whiffly's, I want to check them out when they upload another video in the future. Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist should have been out on the channel already, so when they upload another one in the future, I really want to check that out. So check out Whiffly's, check out Dry Fruits, and then let me know if you guys know any Minecraft ARG videos that you want me to check out in the future so we can do that. So with that said, everybody, what did you guys think about this video? Did you like this? Did you dislike it? Was there any of the stories that you liked more than the other ones? Let me know in the comments. But with that, I want to say thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and with that said, I will head out.